Hello everyone, Raccoon-Formers here, and today we'll be taking a look at the Transformers Studio Series number 8609 Voyager class Wreck-Gar. But you're probably wondering why Wreck-Gar is in robot mode right now. Normally when I review a Transformers figure, I start with the figure in vehicle mode. Well, I've got a perfect answer for you, ladies and gentlemen. There is a very important issue that I have with Wreck-Gar that you ought to know about, and I decided that it's easier to let you know about it if I start the review off with Wreck-Gar in robot mode. Therefore, that's why I have Wreck-Gar in robot mode instead of vehicle mode. Anyway, now that we've got that out of the way, let's go ahead and take a look at Wreck-Gar's details. Let's bring him in for a close-up. Let me move his arm down. Look at that noggin. It's so accurate. Look at that beard. Look at that. He's a beardo. Oh, red eyes. Glow-in-the-dark color-like face. I doubt it glows in the dark, but hey, maybe I'll test that in the future. Nice looking yellow Nike-like stripe right here. Same on the other side. I think this is supposed to be like a faux motorcycle front. The real motorcycle front is behind here, but it does look like it. Nice looking chest. Nice looking arm spikes and leg spikes. Nice looking wheels with spikes on them. I guess for some good traction. Nice looking legs that allow him to stand up super phenomenal-like. Nice looking things that look like sacks. I guess this is something that allows them to store stuff. You can't actually store stuff in it, but it does look like something that would allow you to store stuff. I don't know. And it does move in and out, in case you want to know. But yeah, it's pretty nice. Now let's discuss his accessories. It's complicated. That's where that issue that caused me to have to take a look at Wreck-Gar in his robot mode first comes in. Here's a picture of Wreck-Gar in his box. Do you notice anything out of whack here? If you zoom in right over here, you'll see that his wheel is disconnected. It's not a pre-owned figure. It's not broken. The wheels actually are disconnectable. Let me show you. Like, you come here. See? Disconnectable. Can you believe that? When you transform them to vehicle mode, you have to disconnect these and you have to tab them in to a certain position to get them to transform into bike mode. I find that really dumb. Here's how you connect it back up. There's a hole through the middle and it slides right through the arm spike or the leg spike. But it is really dumb that you should have to deal with that. Like, it's a total losing hazard. Like, if you lose one of the wheels, then you have a unicycle. I guess a unicycle is cool, but this isn't an ordinary unicycle. It's totally inconvenient and it'd be totally unbalanced. It's not cool. My recommendation for that is to be super careful with this figure. Like, if you're taking it out and about, I recommend keeping him in bike mode because that's when his wheels are most secure. Anyway, let's set that annoying issue aside and take a look at his weapon-like accessory. He comes with this pinwheel-like thing. I don't know how this is a real weapon, but it spins. That's cool. Maybe it's a supersonic fan that allows Wreck-Gar to blow his enemies out of the water, or out of this world, if you will. I don't know. It's not the coolest weapon. A gun would have been nice, but and Wreck-Gar fell over, and something went flying. No biggie. Oh, one of his chest gun thingies went flying. Give me a sec. There we are. Gosh, that was so sudden. Now, where were we? Oh yeah, his pinwheel supersonic fan thingamajiggy. Here, there are two ways that you have for weapon storage. You can store it in his hand, and it totally does look like he's blowing his enemies away. Unfortunately, it's not the most secure storage, and if you're not careful, it might fall out of his hand, but it works. It totally works. Back, you fiend. Okay. Alrighty. And the other form of weapon storage that you have is on his back. See that little hole right there? You can just, come here, you. Come here. You can tab that right into there. Like that. This isn't the most secure weapon storage either, but it does work. And if you want, it can act as a jetpack. Wee, I'm flying like the man of steel, Superman, wee. I am gone, fiends. Okay, get back here, Wreck-Gar. Get back here. Let's stand you up like a good Autobot or a good Junkion. He's got some pretty decent articulation. Let's take a look-see. His arms, there's a very tight bend at the elbow, as you can see, and it will probably cause the wheel to come and tab, which is unfortunate. Super sad. And the arms can also rotate all the way around, and there's also all the way around rotation at the arm, but you'll still definitely have to be careful with the wheel because it will probably come off. There's some waist articulation that goes all the way around. It's due to transformation, just in case you don't know. His head can look up this much and down this much. And can it rotate all the way around? Yes, it surely can. Woo-wee. His legs can rotate all the way around. It's a teensy-weensy bit hard due to the leg spike, but it is possible. There's also a bend this much, and a bend this much. And there's a foot bend due to transformation. It's a bit tight, but works. And you can articulate these chest guns however you wish. Pew pew, 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 pew pew. Okay. Alright. Let me just get him good for his comparisons. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, let's get started with some comparisons. Here he is with the Autobot that brought the Autobots and Junkions together, Hot Rod. If it weren't for Hot Rod, the Autobots and Junkions would be pure enemies. Hot Rod did the universal greeting and won the Junkions over to the fight against the devastating Unicron. And the devastating Devastator, I guess, too. But yeah, here's that clip if you want to see it.
What was that universal greeting again? Never mind, I remember.
Ba weep grana, weep nitty bong.
Ba weep grana, weep ninny bong.
Ba weep grana, weep nitty bong.
Ba weep grana, weep ninny bong. Ba weep grana, weep ninny bong.
See? Is that a hero or is that a hero? Well, friends, that's pretty much all I have to say about Wreck-Gar's robot mode. Let's get down to transformation, shall we? Andy, shall we? First, you can remove his supersonic fan. And then, yes, you have to remove the wheels. It pains me to do this. I wish I didn't have to. But you do. Super sad. You can set them over here. And now I have no idea what to do. I'm just kidding. Sorry. Always gotta do that. And the hand is stuck. There we go. First you can flip in the fists. Like you have to do with tons of figures. Make sure the waist doesn't rotate, which it did. You just rotate that back. You're gonna have to down. There we go. Then you can come up here to the head section, detach this entire assembly and accordion it outward. Then you can fold the real motorcycle front outward. See, remember what I said about this being a faux motorcycle head? Look, it looks just like it. Then you can make sure the head is as straight as possible. Had an itch, no biggie. You can take the chest, make sure that's completely straight as well. Then you can accordion this upward and shove that entire assembly up into place. You need to make sure this is completely straight, which is not as easy as it may seem, let me assure you. Come here, you. Be right back. I got it in as best I could. It doesn't like to stay in there all that well. As you can see, Wreck-Gar's face is wanting to show itself. But the key is to make sure this gray part right here is back as far as it'll go. You need to make sure it looks, well, like that. Then you can come here to the arms, fold it in until that little gray section clicks into place. For whatever reason, it's super easy to fold one in, but it's super hard to fold the other in, but it is possible. Then you can take the arms, rotate them around ski, like that ski, make sure the chest is straight. And you can come here to the wheel. You can bring one of the wheels in and tab it in like that. And tab it into the other one. And then that becomes the front wheel. And see that little tab right there on that red part? It should tab in like that. Come on, you fiend. You got viewers watching. You gotta work for me, Wreck-Gar. Humdy humda humda humdinga. Let us see. Whee! And see what I meant? If you have one of the wheels, this is not an all-out unicycle. It wouldn't work whatsoever. But yeah, I think this is the front of the motorcycle. Then you can come here to the back of the motorcycle, straighten up his waist, accordion it outward. You know, it was folded up. Now you just unfold it. Then you can come here to the leg, and what we do next is a bit cruel. You just bend Wreck-Gar's legs until they snap, so it's almost like you're breaking his legs. Like that. And then you can bring in his other wheel and tab it in to this section of the leg, or this part of the leg, I should say. Then you just bring her down like this. Like that. Then you can bring the feet out like this, and there's a little tab right here on the feet, or the toes I should say, and that will tab right into that part of the arm. This part is definitely one of the trickiest bits. Let me see, like that, repeat the same process. Then you can come here to this part of the leg and you can flip out some kickstands, which is good because I don't think it'll stand all that good. It's not like the RC triplets who have built-in kickstands. Actually, these technically are built-in kickstands, just that. Come on, kickstands, work for me, baby. Come on, baby. B-A-B-B-Y, or B-A-B-Y. Sorry, can't spell today. Ready? Come here, you. There we are. There we are. Now let's see how well this bad boy stands. Oh yeah, that's better. And here we have the Transformers Studio Series number 8609 Voyager class Wreck-Gar and his awesome looking Junkion motorcycle alt mode. That transformation was so-so. It was A-okay, but I really wish the wheels were incorporated into the figure, because if you accidentally lose one, you'll only have one wheel for your motorcycle. And let's say this wheel is missing. I don't think it'll work. I think it'll stand up if you have the kickstands, but I don't think it'll roll all that nicely. I just really wish they were able to do that, but the cool looking motorcycle definitely makes up for that unfortunateness. Let's take a look at some of his details. Nice looking gun-like things right here, which were his chest guns in robot mode. I guess these are supposed to be like engines, but they look like guns. I don't know, but let's keep this kid-friendly and say they're engine thingies. I don't know. You can turn it around and you can see a nice looking bike seat here. And you can see that he has awesome looking motorcycle handlebars here, which can actually move. I guess it's like someone is revving the motorcycle handlebars to get ready to go super duper fast. And also, I forgot to mention this, but you can take his supersonic fan and tap it into that little tab right there. Doesn't stay in all that good, but thankfully the wheel doesn't hit it. Anyway, where were we? Oh, yes. You can also see some phenomenal looking controls right here, which hilariously enough are on the back of Wreck-Gar's head. Give me a sec. I want to see what that looks like when he's in robot mode. Man, look at that, ladies and gentlemen. It's hilarious. It's comedy gold right there. I wonder if this hilarity will be worthy enough to get on the laugh floor in Monsters, Inc. You know what they always say?
It's laughter we're after.
Right you are, Mike Wazowski, but let's go ahead and move on. We've got other things to discuss. Anyways, where were we? Oh yes, details. And these sax things right here look really cool in bike mode. They looked pretty cool in robot mode, but they look even cooler in bike mode. I guess that's where all of Wreck-Gar's ammo goes. And let's roll up the kickstands real quick so we can see how well Wreck-Gar rolls. And the supersonic fan fell off. See what I mean? It doesn't like to stay on. Let me just tap that back on real quick. Yeah, it doesn't roll entirely well. I think this is because this is a hard surface. Let me find a soft surface. I have my green screen right here, and it does roll a teensy-weensy bit better here, as you can probably hear. Anyways, let's get them kickstands back down so this boy can stand. Come on. There we are, there we are. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. There we are. I don't know if you know this, but Wreck-Gar isn't the only one who transforms into this phenomenal looking motorcycle. All of the Junkions do. The Junkions are more or less clones of one another. One of the most notable Junkion scenes was when one Junkion transformed into bike mode and another hopped on top of that Junkion and started riding him.
It's not hard to knock them down. It's getting them to stay down that's the trick.
And I'm pretty sure that Hasbro gave you the ability to recreate that same scene with your figures. I'm pretty sure if you buy 2 versions of Wreck-Gar and transform one into motorcycle mode and keep the other in robot mode, that you can make one ride the other to recreate that super notable scene. I might buy a second Wreck-Gar in the future to try that idea out, but I probably won't need to, because they're actually releasing another Junkion into the Studio Series line by the name of Junkyard. So maybe when I buy him, I'll try that idea out with him. Whenever I get my hands on Junkyard and I'm able to make a review on him, I'll be sure to try that idea out. And if for whatever reason I end up forgetting to try that idea out, I'll make a second video where I try that idea out. Don't you worry, I will not forget it, I can assure you. We don't have another Junkion to ride Wreck-Gar, but let's see if Mr. Hot Rod can ride him. I know he never rode Wreck-Gar in the movie, but who says YouTubers can't have some imaginative play? Let's go ahead and see. Let's turn Wreck-Gar to the side, bend Hot Rod's legs like he's getting ready to ride him. Let's set him on top. Huh. Let me see if you can reach the handlebars. He can't really reach the handlebars, but he can somewhat ride Wreck-Gar. It does look pretty cool. Did I be stupid? You know, because that was the song that played in the background. I would show it to you, but it's copyrighted. But yeah, let me just remove Hot Rod. Set him off to the side. You did a good job, Hot Rod. You did a good deed today. Alrighty, people, it's time for some comparisons. Here we have Wreck-Gar next to one of the people that he and the other Junkions chased. Blair. Here's that scene where Wreck-Gar chased Blair. Actually, to be honest, I don't know if that is Wreck-Gar. Could be another Junkion. But it's nice to see these two figures together. It really is. Now let's take Blur and put in Hot Rod. I know these two figures never appeared in the movie in vehicle mode together, but they still look pretty dang cool. I don't have any other Studio Series Junkions yet because Junkyard is only available for pre-order and he will be for a very long time, but let's see what Wreck-Gar here looks like with other versions of himself so we can have an idea of what multiple Studio Series Junkions will look like side by side with each other. Here's 2 Junkions, and here's 3. 3 Junkions side by side. Don't 3 Junkions look cool together? I am so excited to get Junkyard. I know Junkyard does have a different color scheme, but he'll still look very cool with Wreck-Gar. I can definitely see that. Well, friends, this pretty much wraps up this figure's vehicle mode. Let's get down to transformation. And he didn't fall. I guess it was because of the kickstands. But yeah, you can take the fan, set it off to the side, and you can flip in the kickstands. Click, click, clickety clack. First, you can detach the feet. Detach the feet from the wheel and take the wheel and set it off to the side, unfortunate. Then you can straighten up the feet, or the knees I should say. Very nice. And you can come up here, detach the arms, and take out the other wheel and set it off to the side. Again, I really wish we didn't have to do that. Then you can fold the arms outward. Outward, squidward. Actually, I don't really know how that makes any sense, but then you can take the head section out and fold this assembly in until it clicks into place. And you can bring the arms down, rotate them like this until this section is facing forward. Then you can flip out the fists, do the same process on the opposite side, like that. Rotation. Let me just bring this out. You can move this junk over there. Get it? Move that junk, because this is a Junkion. I just thought of that one just now. Then you can try. This part is very tricky, but you just basically gotta somehow. Well, I'll come back to that. This part is definitely tricky. Humdy hum hum. Then you just need to fold the bike seat down into this assembly, and this will tab right into there. But you just need to remember how to do it. Oh, you can also fold the toe. Oh, I think that might help. You need to push this inward. Let's see if it helped. No, it didn't. BRB. I figured it out, ladies and gentlemen. You need to make sure that the little waist section is straight, and it should allow the bike seat hingey section to hinge in. Hinge in, that says. But no time for that. Let me see if it'll work, or is it gonna be annoying? No, I just did this. See that? That's a pro Transformer guy. I don't mean blue shirt guy. Then you just need to accordion this downward, and it should shift into place. And then this gray section will tab right into that little section right there. Let me just fold these in and it will tab into place. Super nice, like. Yeah. Very nice. Now we can just straighten this out. And then comes the accessories. You can tab the supersonic fan into the back or in his hand. I'm going to do it on the back because it's less likely to get in the way. And then you actually have a few places you can put the wheels. You can put them both on the arms, like that. You can put them both on the legs. Can you? Like that. Oh, fan came off. Put that on last. Or you can put you can put one on the right arm and one on the right leg, like that. You can put them both on the left side, like that. Oh, it's not going on, how weird. Or you can put them on opposite sides. That's my personal favorite way to go. Like this. Look. Super strong, bulky arm, normal arm. Super strong, bulky leg, normal leg. That looks phenom. And now we can bring in the fan because it rudely fell off. You know, super weird. Like that. Let's make them look heroic. There we go. And here we have the Transformers Studio Series number 8609 Voyager class Wreck-Gar in his awesome looking robot mode. Some final thoughts on the figure. It's a phenomenal figure. It's not a perfect figure. What would have made this figure a million times better is if they incorporated the wheels into the figure so that way they don't have to be accessories and there isn't a huge risk of losing them and having a unicycle instead of a motorcycle. If that wasn't a problem, this figure would have been so much better. It totally would have made this figure a lot better. It really would have. But nothing we can do to change that. I'm just saying that would have been nice. Everything else about this figure is pretty much spot on. I love it. The only thing I would have changed is the wheel incorporation. Everything else is awesome. Well, friends, this pretty much wraps up this video review. Thanks for tuning in. Remember to click that big red subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on a future video. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I do apologize about doing things a bit different. I know I normally start with figures in vehicle mode, so it is a bit different that I started with Wreck-Gar in robot mode, but you understand why. And let me know in the comment section below if you understand how to be careful with this figure to make sure you don't lose the wheels, because it won't be good if you lose the wheels, I can assure you. It hasn't happened to me yet, but I can just assume that it won't be good if you only have one wheel for a motorcycle. Anyway, that's all I have to say. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, I hope to see you next time. Peace.